Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, man, you know I can't make it without you guys. So, we're already open for business, and the football gods are already awake. It must be the weekend, so we're all ready to rock and roll. Hope you guys tune in tonight for our live stream at 9 o'clock Eastern, where we're talking about what else, the Dallas Cowboys, and all the news and everything else as we get ready to take on the New Orleans Saints. So here's the thing that's kind of interesting is, we know that the Cowboys and Dak Prescott seem to be kind of at an impasse right now on getting this deal done. The question that you have to ask, because it seems like the Cowboys are looking more of doing a longer deal than Dak may want to go ahead and do. The question you have to ask is Dak Prescott worth Carson Wentz money? And as we start going through the stats, Dak has been playing, a lot better this year than what people will say he did in past years and things. I mean, let me ask you, think about this 240 yards a game, 60.7% completion percent, 6.6 yards a game, two and a quarter touchdowns per game, half an interception a game, 95.3 quarterback QBR, and a 69.4 rating. That's Carson Wentz type numbers right there. I mean, that's incredible. 240 yards. Oh, wait a minute. 240 yards a game, 60.7 completion percentage, 6.6, 2.25 TDs a game, half an interception, 95. I'm sorry. I gave you the wrong numbers. That's not Dak Prescott's, but that clearly is a franchise quarterback type numbers. That is in the $30 million range of getting paid because that's Carson Wentz's numbers. 240 yards a game, 60.7, 6.6 yards per completion. If that's not dink and dunk, 6.6 yards. Interesting. Well, maybe we could throw something out. We keep hearing, because I famously, as we listen to the clip from Bart Scott talking about Dak Prescott, that he'd take Teddy Bridgewater over Dak Prescott. The woman who's in there says that Dak Prescott, he needs those guys to be successful. Can we please just retire that whole statement? Because understand, there is no quarterback out there who can win without having people around him. Take a look at Aaron Rodgers last night. Aaron Rodgers threw for over 400 some yards, but he didn't have a running game that was able to punch it into the end zone. It all came down to, can Aaron Rodgers get us in the end zone? Aaron Rodgers was everything for the Packers last night, and it wasn't enough to win. He was the leading rusher. He threw for over 400 yards. He got them in the end zone, but still, one person cannot win a game by themselves. If that were the case, Aaron Rodgers, everybody says, is the best quarterback in football, then how come the Packers weren't in the playoffs last year? But I guarantee you, if he had a running back last night when they were on the goal line that could punch it in, they would have won. So understand, when it comes to a quarterback, a lot of times it's a situation where he fits the system or the system fits him, and he has players around them. Nobody succeeds without having players around them. Forget that crap that you hear. Because here's an interesting statistic, because we've been told that Carson Wentz, he can elevate a team and put them on his back and win because he's a franchise quarterback. He's an MVP candidate. Here's an interesting statistic for you. In games that Wentz has started since 2016, the Eagles are 24-6 when the team rushes for over 100 yards. That's great. They're 7-0 when the team rushes for 175 plus yards. But when they rush for under 100, the Eagles are 1-13. Think back to 2017. You could say the Eagles had the best offensive line. They had the third best rushing attack. Those were things that helped the quarterback do better. Now, I'm not saying that Carson Wentz isn't a good quarterback, because he really is. I hate him in the Eagles, but he is a good quarterback. But his play on the field will also be dictated by what's around them. And you can hear a lot of people saying, well, Carson Wentz can't do it on his own. He needs people. And people are saying that about Aaron Rodgers right now. Well, he doesn't have a running game. Yeah, you have to have pieces around you. So let's go back to Dak Prescott numbers and if he's deserving of a contract like Carson Wentz or better. 245 yards a game, so 5 more than Carson Wentz. 62.9 completion percentage, so 2.2% better than Carson Wentz. 7 yards per completion, which is almost a half a yard better than Carson Wentz. Now, the touchdown, he's only averaging 1.3 a game and averaging a full interception a game. And the QBR, well, 93.9, and the rating is 37.6. Oh, damn. My bad. That's Jared Goff, who also is getting paid. Now, people will say right now, well, Dak's got a great offensive line. Dak's got Zeke, and now Tony Pollard. He's got wide receiver core. That's why he's doing good. Yeah, that's part of it. But you still have to have somebody who can get in that huddle, who can have those 10 guys look at him and believe in him, that will go out there and literally put their lives on the line for him. You have to have a guy who can stay calm, cool under pressure, and who can deliver the ball where it's supposed to go. And that, my friends, is a rarity, to have all of those things. Because as we put the numbers together, right now, and I know we paid some bad teams, but, so is New England. The 3 teams New England's faced, they don't have a single victory. At least the teams we faced have at least one. 306 yards average per game. That's 66 more yards than Carson Wentz. That's 61 more than Jared Goff. 74.5 completion percentage. 14.5% more than Carson Wentz. Averaging an astonishing 9.8 yards per pass. We're talking about 3.2 yards further down the field. That's 10 feet. 3 TDs per game. It's 3/4 of a TD more than Carson Wentz. That's 2 TDs more than Jared Goff. And about the same as far as an interception rate. His rating, by the way, 128. That is 33% higher than Carson Wentz. Quarterback rating, 94. 25 points higher than Carson Wentz. 60 points higher than Jared Goff. So now I go back to asking you guys, what is Dak Prescott worth? All you that said he's not worth Carson Wentz money. Well, I'm not sure that Carson Wentz is worth Carson Wentz's money by what we have thus far, but I would say that that's about the averages of top level quarterbacks, what he's doing. And understand, it takes more than just the player, the quarterback. It takes coaching. It takes the offensive coordinator. It takes plays. It takes situations. It takes other players around them to be successful. So you can't just look solely at the numbers. A lot of times you'll have a quarterback that looks like he's not doing much because he doesn't have much around him. Other times you look at quarterbacks, it seems like they're doing incredible because they have other pieces around them. So look and dig deeper and investigate the whole situation when you look at stuff in totality. And Dak, I've said it all along, he has it. He has the desire, he has the leadership ability, he has the drive, and he's got the I'm not going to lose mentality. You put all those things together with the team that we have at the Dallas Cowboys, I don't know if we'll win a Super Bowl this year, but I can guarantee you at some point Dak Prescott will be leading somebody. to a Super Bowl. So now it's time to get this contract and stuff done. You know, people have been talking about, well, Dak Prescott, trying to get paid from Wendy's by talking about that in the huddle. Well, when you look at somebody like Carson Wentz that's getting $2 million a game, and he's only getting $2 million a season, well, maybe he's got to do what he's got to do to make it like the other guys. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you guys tonight. And if you want to get any of the Joe Boo t-shirts and things like that, DAK4, capital DAK4, is the discount code that will save you 20% on them. What we're going to be doing with the revenue from those is there's some things I want to do to upgrade the set and all that. I want to actually get a better screen in here so we get Philly in here crying, that we can actually see the tears running down his eyes, as well as another computer to upgrade so that way we won't have the freezing and stuff issues. So as always, friends, I will see you tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm Mark Holmes. I'll see you soon.